1 out of every 7 men will experience domestic violence in their lifetime. During the month of October, we're bringing attention to this often overlooked issue. Today, the Midland Victims Coalition held its 9th annual walkathon for domestic violence awareness. Among the speakers was a survivor with a powerful story to tell. Sydney Jolivet was at the walk this morning and spoke with him. Sydney, you also heard some important statistics, right?
I did, Crystal, and they are disheartening to hear. Midland Police reported that in 2023, 1/3 of the murder cases they investigated were related to domestic violence. There were also 1,457 cases reported last year. The survivor I spoke with described domestic violence as a nationwide epidemic, but there are always ways to help those suffering in silence.
For many domestic violence survivors, the silence of abuse can be deafening.
You become kind of numbish in trying to figure things out. Most victims think that, what did I do or what can I do to change it, because I felt like I was doing something wrong, and it's not like that all the time.
When Lex experienced his abuse, resources for men were scarce. Even Safe Place, a 24-hour emergency shelter and abuse advocacy organization, had no place for him to turn.
It wasn't a facility for men, and so they had to turn me away. And I know that was even more painful. And I think it was painful for them to turn me away, because you're just lost and you're just trying to find somebody.
Despite the stereotypes and misconceptions surrounding male victims, Lex refused to stay silent.
It doesn't go away. Silence is deadly. It could be deadly. And so not speaking out, it just gets worse. You need to say it out loud and an ear to hear it.
And though he has made progress in his healing, some wounds still linger.
Yeah, it's just shame. My children, you just have to be honest with yourself. That's really important. You have to own it. I'm not saying that particular act, but you have to own the act that was done, because you're the recipient of it, and not be in denial or just think everything is okay. You have to move forward and progress in a very healthy way.
Lex's story proves that domestic violence can happen to anyone, but you are never alone. There is a community in the Permian Basin ready to support you.
If you or someone you know is struggling with domestic violence, Safe Place of the Permian Basin is just one of many resources available to help you through that process.